Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Bushnell Presents Prairie Pursuit. I'm your host, Greg Toogood.
That's what you want for this year.
This week, we are back in the blind.
Awesome job, grandson.
Bushnell presents Prairie Pursuit, brought to you by Bushnell Canada. Never miss. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. JB's Sausage Supply. Visit jbsausagesupply.com. North Pro Sports, performance archery and arms. Trail Runners K9 Training Center and Labrador Retriever Dogs and Puppies. Holt Lake Lodge Adventures.
15.
19.
That looks at it, it's perfect. It went right through the target.
You're happy with that?
Yep.
We weren't going to be able to get the deer if we were sitting at home, so it was time to get in the blind and start spending some time and see what we see. We got antler obsession out, we got the peas out, we got the alfalfa, we've got the permission to hunt the land. Well, we did that first, obviously. Jacob moved the blind. We ended up moving the blind to a spot where he thought was better. And I said, well, this is your hunt. You do it. You do the work, and I'll help. You make the plan, and I'll help you do the work too. And we'll get you to and from the blind as soon as we can in the evenings after school. We committed to hunting this one particular deer that he wanted to get, and it was really neat that way. He knew that if a deer came in and wasn't it, you could just enjoy, you could just watch. It was a different way of hunting for me. I'd never had that opportunity to do that before.
We hadn't been in here for about a week. We pulled a trail camera, and there was some new bucks that were coming in that were bigger and very consistent. So Jacob's seen one that he wants to go after, and I get to be the cameraman again. The wind's supposed to die down tonight again. This is a very short window, probably about this first week of September, that we have an opportunity to get a buck in velvet. So we're going to put in the time now and hope for the best.
Nothing happened on night one, but Jacob and I kept going back.
There's a picture of a tree. Actually, that's what we do. And you can see on here, you can see like just toes, and then all you see is antlers. Right there. It's just massive. There he is, right there. He's a giant.
That's what you want for this year.
Oh yeah.
We couldn't get out every single night, and it seemed like the nights that we couldn't get out, the deer was there. The nights that we were there, the deer wasn't. But it was several nights that we ended up sitting there, and the buck finally came for a visit.
He's usually here every day. because the other days that we're here, he's actually been here every Monday night. And tonight, Monday night, sage crossing comes in. We had the blind originally only 9 yards from our bait pile. And when we were sitting here, we actually scared the deer away because we were laughing at them. They were chewing on the piece and it sounded so funny. Me and my mom used to blind when I was 16 yards away. So that's just gives us a little more, because more time to move and a little bit less sound, because before if I drew my bow, the deer would have run away. Better now when we're more concealed in this little spot where we are. And I'm excited I hope he comes in.
So he comes for a visit every Monday night, except for the Monday night that we're here. So we're sitting here. Pretty quiet. It's kind of eerie out there. Try again another time. Bummer. About the night was the night, too.
We couldn't get out every single night, and it seemed like the nights that we couldn't get out, the deer was there. The nights that we were there, the deer wasn't. It was a big buck, and probably for that reason, you know, whether he knew we were there or it was just we were missing, we weren't crossing paths with routines, yeah, who knows. But we got to the point where we were spraying everything down. After we left, we were spraying everything down when we got there. We were finishing work and school for the day, and we were showering. We're using the non-scented soap, making sure that our clothing is all sprayed down, and taking every precaution that we can as far as leaving a scent behind, going in and out of the blind as quiet as we can. It made you question the winds. You know, it seemed like every night there was a different wind, southeast to a northwest to a north, and then to a northeast. We had every possible wind that was out there. We couldn't really figure out, and you're down in the valley and it kind of swirls anyway, so we weren't sure if that was playing a factor. It usually does.
He was here on Saturday night. He was here around 7 o'clock. So it's 2 nights in a row it's been here. He was here Saturday and Sunday night both times.
Yeah.
2 days in a row.
He was here 2 nights in a row. We sat the last 2 nights and he never showed up. Got a really good wind tonight. It's a southeast wind. The wind's cutting our scent right into an area that they don't even travel through. Really feels like perfect setting here tonight. So far, we actually feel like we're a little bit defeated by this buck. It's kind of fun. Going after him specifically is not something that we've really done before, no. So it's pretty cool. Hanging out in the blind together and after one particular buck.
But it was several nights that we ended up sitting there, and the buck finally came for a visit.
Here we go, night 9.
Jacob.
You missed him.
Where are you going right back?
He was at 15.
I shot with my green pin.
The top pin?
Yeah. How did I miss?
I don't know.
That was my one chance. I blew it.
Oh, it's okay.
Stop saying it's okay. It's not okay.
But it is okay. It's just a deer.
It's not just a deer, though.
Now we'll give him a break. Let him come back.
For Jacob, which I think was a great decision, he decided to change from his bow, which he just finished killing an elk with. Yeah, he missed the deer with it, but that happens, and that's what happened that night. But he switched to the crossbow, and his thinking was, it's quieter. I'm not going to have to move around as much, and the only thing I got to do is click that safety off. So Jacob practiced up with the crossbow and practiced out the 40 yards, which was going to be our maximum shot from that ground blind.
We are on night 11 for this buck I'm after. He came in to last night and this morning. So we're hoping he comes here this evening. Using the crossbow now. Used my bow and I missed and he was quite skittish. So this will be a lot easier. All I have to do is click the safety off instead of drawing back. Be a lot quieter. But if he comes in tonight, it'll be super awesome.
Now we've got what we think our scent looked after, and we're going in and out, wearing the dark clothing, spending the time and going in as much as we can. So in taking it to that next level, we're sitting in the blind, and the deer, there's does and fawns and younger bucks that are coming in. So we're on night 13 of sitting in this spot, and we've had one opportunity at the deer, which Jacob missed. We really didn't know if we were going to have another chance. It was just putting in time in. And the fortunate thing was that it was close to home, so we could zip back and forth, get in and out of the blind pretty quietly, spend the last few hours of pretty much every day in there. So night 13, I knew that I wouldn't be able to go the next day, and I really wanted this to happen. We were becoming less and less popular at home, the amount of time that we were going to the blind. We knew he was still in the area. He wasn't hit. He wasn't scared. And he might give us another chance. So we kept going.
But this buck is sure getting into our heads. And so far he's winning. Because he's in our heads. Every night that we're not here, he's here. And every night that we're here, he's not. We're pushing 30 hours in the blind now.
Night 13 comes and goes. That was it. We were a little bit deflated. It was pretty quiet. Walked back to the truck again, and I knew the next night I wouldn't be able to go. And just based on the routine of this deer, it felt like he was going to be there that next day. And that's a luxury of having the trail cameras. Our Bushnell trail cameras working perfect for us and really telling the story for when we're not there. And the next night, Jacob phoned his grandpa up because I couldn't go and say, "Grandpa, can you come with me to the stand? Yeah, can you take me out?" And no hesitation on Dad's part.
Just
See a coyote right behind him. See a coyote in here. This deer's actually not that bad. Oh, he's coming, Grandpa. He's coming. Big guy's coming. Oh, yeah.
Night 11 comes and goes. Night 12 comes and goes. Night 13, the sun goes down. We're out of light, and that was it. We were a little bit deflated. So I couldn't go on the hunt on night 14. And I do know that Jacob and Dad have a pretty good track record together. If you send them two out on a hunt or into the tree stand or in a ground blind, good things happen. So I was actually thinking, I kind of want to be there for this one, but it'd be super cool if he got out and got the buck with his grandpa. So he phoned up grandpa, and Dad didn't hesitate to take Jacob out to the ground blind to climb into the blind with him and run the camera for him for the evening. Watch this.
You see it, Sam? There's a guy up behind him. Oh, it's there's no way I had a shot either. You go up there. Oh, yeah. Son of a gun. He's come down. He's just uncomfortable because of the wind. Like, he's a king. He's a big deal. Oh, big guy's coming. Big guy's coming. Just leave it on the big guy. Just leave it on the big guy. Need a range. How far? How far? How far? Can we shoot him? Turn the camera. Turn the camera. Turn the camera. Other way, other way, other way. Can we shoot him? Okay. Got him in the shoulder. Did you see him stumble?
Yeah.
He went up that way. It looked like perfect up and down the way.
Oh yeah, you were right dead center in the middle. Could see the arrow sticking in it.
I just shot this buck. But it wasn't like a whack though.
No.
That's what I like to hear,
Yeah.
right? If it's a whack, that means it hit a bone. But it wasn't a whack.
It was just thud. You need to call your dad.
Yes, I do.
So super exciting to get the phone call from Jacob. It was exciting to hear the phone ring. It was exciting to talk to them on the phone.
I just shot him. 18 yards.
18 yards. I'm not even kidding. Grandpa ranged him for me. He's like, 20 yards right on the nose. I put that 20 pin right on the crease.
So cool, you guys. I gotta take Dale to hockey right away. So I'll take him and you just keep me posted.
Probably about 3/4 of the arrow went in, if not more. All we could see was the orange fletching from my arrow. We know it's a good shot. I was right behind that shoulder. We got all night to look for him, so we're gonna just take our time. I think it's been just about an hour now.
Just over an hour, yeah. Let's go find her, dear.
Oh, there's my arrow.
Oh, it broke off.
There's blood right there. Did you have it? No. Dead, Larry. I made a perfect shot, Grandpa. I know you did. I said you did.
Awesome job, grandson. Belly up.
You went like 40 yards.
Yep.
At most. Oh my God. Look at that buck.
He was dead when we were talking.
Grandpa, like we could have come right after I shot him.
Jacob, he's perfect. He's a perfect 10. That's one of the nicest whitetail I've ever seen.
What an amazing night. I'm like, Grandpa, range him, Grandpa, range him. Need a range. We ranged him at 18.8. He said 20, which is same as 19. That's exactly what you need, is that 20-yard shot.
We work well together.
Oh yes.
Congratulations, you guys.
Hey, job well done.
Oh, yes. You did well.
So fun putting this hunt together, hunting with Jacob for so many days, so much time put in to preparing the spot, getting the permission, spending time in the blind, being patient, changing tools to actually go on the hunt. And super cool for Jacob and Dad to be out there and get this buck together.
Whew, can't believe it. Yeah. Great job. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you for taking me.
This is what we were in pursuit of. This was him. Just an absolutely incredible Saskatchewan whitetail deer. Oh man, so proud of you, Jacob.
Thank you.
So proud of you. It worked out absolutely perfect, and the perseverance definitely paid off for this one. Very proud of Jacob for the time and the effort that he put in. Again, Jacob and Grandpa sealed the deal. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Bushnell Presents Prairie Pursuit. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Bushnell presents Prairie Pursuit, brought to you by Bushnell Canada. Never miss. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. JB's Sausage Supply. Visit jbsausagesupply.com. North Pro Sports, performance archery and arms. Trail Runners K9 Training Center and Labrador Retriever Dogs and Puppies. Holt Lake Lodge Adventures.